Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to Karma on Deck. I'm Karma of My Psychic One. I'll be doing your reading for the week of December 29th through January 4th. Happy New Year. We got a lot to look forward to in 2020. I read a quote today that said the roaring 2020s better come in like the Great Gatsby. I'm agreeing with that. So let's take a look and see what's going on for you, Scorpio. It's following the Scorpio risings, baby, as well. All right, a little shuffle, and here we go. Man, I shuffled this. I did. And the Hermit has come out on top, first card for a couple of you guys now so far, which is really interesting. So the Hermit card has a multi-layered meaning. First of all, it represents isolation. It also represents knowledge in a lot of ways, illumination, privacy, relying on your own counsel. In some cases, depending on the sentence in which the cards lay themselves to be read, it will tell me that you're isolating and for whatever reason. So let's take a look and see what it's going on for you. So we have the Six of Coins. This is mushrooms on the bottom for ideas, the balancing scales of Libra, and sitting here trying to decide what it is you want to do with your money, kind of bringing to fruition your ideas into the 3D. King of Coins, my mind on my money and my money on my mind. So the Hangman. So that's purgatory. So that's the in-between, the waiting space, limbo, so to speak. The Death card, which is change. Interestingly enough, it is New Year's. A bunch of you have been getting a bunch of major cards. Go figure, since it's New Year's. So we'll read this as a sentence, okay? The Hermit card, you're isolating, gathering knowledge, trying to decide, relying on your own counsel about bringing your ideas into money. What you've been waiting for is this big change, okay? We have the Death card. That's one of my favorite cards in the deck. The Death card and the Fool card, because it represents rebirth. If you see the egg here and time, it's time for change. And so you're really feeling that pressure right now and starting to stir up your soul a little bit. And you're going deep within to try and see what it is it's next for you. Nine of Coins, decision making, the Devil card, all Capricorn. Now the Devil is the Capricorn card. If you look at the bottom, the symbols right here. And this is being a slave to the 3D, slave to addiction, slave to that might even be social media, to society, to the matrix, a slave to the standard that keeps you complacent. And this is that time here. We have the Wheel of Fortune, which is fate. That's 4 major cards, 5 for you so far. So it's fate. Fate has showed up for a few people too. I think it was Libra or Virgo that it showed up for. This is fate moving within your life, trying to put you on track and get you into alignment with your greater purpose. This is definitely all about greater purpose, because if you're going within, that's where you sit. 8 of Coins, working hard for your money. You've got crabs nipping at your feet. And again, there's a mushroom in the 9 of Coins. Ideas to come to fruition, signing contracts, making decisions. 4 of Wands represents a foundation. You're protecting house and home at this point. Queen of Wands, taking on leadership that's nourishing, nurturing, and loving. You here have the 3 of Wands, which is you're feeling a little bit of pressure, criticism, not necessarily gossip, but in this respect, it feels like you're being watched, okay? You're being watched in how you're responding to things. The King of Swords here, right next to the 4 of Cups, you do have a lot of decisions to make. 10 of Coins is representative of how you're making decisions with your money, but I'm also seeing the 4 of Cups here, which tells me there's a lot of social activity coming up for you. That's not a big stretch with New Year's coming up and changing things. But notice this, King of Swords represents you've won the war, now you must win the peace. So just because you won the divorce doesn't mean that you don't have a whole life to rebuild. Just because you got that job doesn't mean you don't have to go in and get some training on. Just because you won the big fight, took somebody to court and won, now you got to get the money out of them. Or even winning a prize or a battle, or just the King of Swords represents the work that comes after the win. So let's pull some cards from Mystic Dreamer and see where you're at, Scorpio, for your relationships and emotions right now. Whoop. I'm going to put that right back. A lot of times I'll pull it out, but we'll see if it shows back up. I trust. All right, here we go, Scorpio. Boom, 5 of Swords, the Lover's card. The Knight of Swords. Are you fighting with your people right now? I mean, this is short temper. Five of Swords is being sneaky. If you're not being up and up right now, maybe it's just because you don't want to talk about it. But I have the Lover's card. That's very dynamic energy. It's a split decision. It's you being not finished with the person that you're with, not fully complete with what it is you need to do with that relationship. I'm also seeing the Five of Pentacles, which tells me you're losing hope a little bit. You're starting to get frustrated. I do see the Sun card, though. Well, let's see how this shifts, though, because we're not done. I do see fate. Fate. Time, love, opportunity, charity, giving, and kind. The Magician. This is you being charismatic. So this might have been what's going on inside your mind, and this is what's moving forward for you. Six of Pentacles is a very giving kind of energy. It's where you have surplus. It's not just that you have enough, it's that you have plenty. I'm also seeing, so you have a lot of love to give. We have the Two of Cups as well, which is all about balance and fate. These two together represent soulmate energy too. If you want a soulmate reading, call me. The Magician being charismatic, outgoing, the center of attention, being on stage. So if you're one of those people that does performances and you find yourself on stage this week, boom, there's the Hermit card. There's always a congruency between one deck's reading and another, and there it is. So trust yourself. In this deck, the Hermit literally puts into play the elements that reference you having knowledge or seeking knowledge. We have the Tree of Life, we have a book, we have a magnifying glass, we have stones, the stepping stones of enlightenment. So this is you really looking for meaning right now. Seven of Pentacles referencing it's about time and decisions to be made. Ace of Wands. A little bit of money play going on, but we see a lot of opportunity. Also, the Hierophant is showing up. That can either be a block, but I'm not feeling like it's a block. I think it was Sagittarius where it was someone being stubborn. However, Scorpio, this is you being the one with all the advice because you're center of attention right now. So as people are asking for your advice, this may be your charity. This may be you coming from a place of, I have a lot to say. I have a lot to offer. I have a lot of experience. Let me tell you. So don't be afraid to let your light shine with that one. You're being relied upon, and that's a good thing. If you're playing with your relationship energy back here to still staying in that place of frustration, just know that you have a lot of value and you're very well-rounded. Trust yourself on this. You're being led to be exactly where you're supposed to be. If you want a one-on-one with me, karmaondeck.com, or find me on My Psychic One. I am going to do a card from a Divination of the Ancients for you. Let's do a quick little shuffle. See what your message is from the divine. Where do I want to go? I'm feeling like dice. Me likes the dice. Gamble. Ooh-wee. Gamble. Are you about to risk it all? Dice. Gamble. Okay. Should you stay or should you go? This is what you've been wondering of late. You want to throw in the towel, but if you do, are you running away from your responsibilities? Perhaps you should persevere and carry on. It might get better, but what if it doesn't? If a situation is not serving you as it should, if you are not being appreciated, then surely it's time to leave. However, as you have put in so much time and energy, it may be a mistake to leave before you reap the rewards. You can stay in the warmth of your current comfort zone or gamble it all away on a leap into the unknown, which might eventually lead you to adventures that will fulfill your soul, all your dreams, your desires. Only you can decide whether or not to take a risk or not. Time to roll the dice. Fate. If I leave, the stakes are high, to chance to live, to soar and fly. And if I stay, what would I do? To what I know I would be true. I like. All right, kids, that's your reading for the week. Thank you for hanging out with me. Happy New Year to you. Share, subscribe, like, let me know where you are in the world. I so get a kick out of hearing from my people all over. I was just talking about people from Australia and Africa. I do have some in Dubai and London. Let me know where you are and what you're doing for New Year's. Catch you on the flip side. And like I said, Happy New Year.